How are we doing? I'm trying to get the light. Yes, how are we doing today? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I know many of you are liking the videos. You're liking the engagement. And I'm liking the engagement as well. How are you today? Has God has been good to you? Well, He has been more than good. I'm alive. We are well. So this is your Jamaican Journalist mom, coming to you all the way in the US of A. So I'm here today to do a revision and something that I see on the internet. Well, I'll start right now. This story of this young man came upon a scholarship, was a cashier at Burlington. I think it's Burlington. He was at the register. Not everybody who see money can pass money. The fingers are touchy. And if you don't know how to control your fingers when you see people money that is not yours, I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes you grow up in a home where you used to start stealing little things and then it become big. You can't see it and pass it by. The young man come up on a scholarship to better his life for himself and for his family. Lo and behold, he went to the Target. He was at the store where he worked as a cashier and steal money. The question I want to ask, when you take somebody's money that is not yours, you don't know they're going to catch you. Have you ever thought about, what if them catch me? That should be the first on your mind. And I can tell you a story growing up when my sibling used to thief the sugar from the sugar pan. When it was my turn to steal the sugar, my hands are like this. And I look here, and I look there, and I look here, and I look. I don't end up take any. You know why? Welcome in, my crown supporter. I appreciate you. When it's time when it's my turn to steal the sugar, the time I take to thief the sugar, I am watching, so I end up not taking any. So growing up, when everybody is taking, I'm not taking. I stood behind and I refused. How are you, uncle? How you do? How do you do? So I learned to live within my means and I learned contentment. You have to be content with the little that you have until you can get what you work for. Not everybody will see money and within themselves, it's not mine, I'm not going to take it. I will pass it by. No, he's telling his brother not to tell his mother. You are a thief. You should come bold to the front of the line. You shouldn't be hiding behind the curtain and want this to be kept as a secret. You do it in secret, it's going to come public. Because your name is going to be all over Jamaica headline. It's going to be in the papers. And every social media personnel who do news is going to run with it. And here, I am telling you that what you did was the unthinkable. Think before you act. Your reputation, your name is your face card. And your reputation is your currency. What is going to happen to your reputation? It's done already, spoil up. Your name is out there, big, brawling, all over the world. Not in a good faith and not in good character, not in good standing, but in a bad reputation. On yourself, on your family, and on your country. What your hands commit, your body has to bear it. Because guess what? This land is a land of opportunity. You miss your opportunity. You miss your mark. You miss your calling. Why? Because you can't wait. You want to be in the rich quick scheme. So you're trying to get rich without working hard for the money. You could do an online business where you can get revenue if you wanted money. Do something that is a passive income. They waste the scholarship on you. It's a disgrace. Because when somebody offers you a scholarship, that is something to talk about. And the people that gave you the scholarship, you let them down as well. Because they make a wrong choice by giving you a scholarship to start school here. And look what you do. Their reputation, you spoil as well. And then you want to keep it secret from your mother. You want to keep it secret from your mother? How dare you? You want bail? Go face jail time. Go sit in the jail. Because everything that you do has a consequence. Nothing go unpunished. There has to be punishment. You do the crime, you got to do the time. And then, you're not going to be in this country. You're going to be deported back to Jamaica. Shameful to your community. Shame and disgrace on you. Because you never think. You add the money on your cash up. If you could take the money and save in the money. If they didn't catch up with you, you would wipe out the company millions of dollars. Millions of dollars you would wipe the company out of. There is something going around another lady. She was working at this company and somebody put her in their position. And what did she do? She take money from the employer's copper and dash it all over social media to people who she don't even know. And now the feds came in on her, creeping on her. It all over the TikTok street. Creeping on her. Millions of dollars. Wipe the company out of their money. Let me tell you something. These are serious charges. Robbing jail time for taking employers' money. You know that I was working at an institution. The man used to be very kind to me. I have to hide and buy something for myself. This man would pay for everything. And if I buy it and he see he's upset, so I have to hide and buy it because I don't want him to be taking his money and buying stuff for me. Because when you're working in healthcare, people look down on you when you start to take things from these elderly people. They think that you're abusing them. And I didn't want to be in that line. So I talked to the son. I told the son what was going on. I relayed to him. And I said, somebody came today and he's giving them X amount of money. And he said, I'll be right over there in 10 minutes. And he came. So he was handing out money to people. I didn't want the son to feel that I'm the person who is taking this gentleman money because he's elderly. And then the son started to give him X amount of money because at that time he used to go to the bank and withdraw money by himself. So the son started to do the business and give him X amount of money. Then, after that, he died. Leave money in the house. I didn't trouble the money. The son come and get the money. The son rate me from that. He said, you're not troubling any money. Another young lady who was working there, she said to me, these people have so many jewelry and you didn't take one of the jewelry. I said, it's not mine. I'm not troubling it. Even where I work, the lady had some designer handbags. Somebody said, take one of the handbags, you're not going to get any. I said, I'd rather not to get none. The family came and they take all the bags. They didn't give me one. I didn't take any. So you see, when I leave this place and they ask me what you want, I don't want anything. I don't need anything. I don't want anything. I know the family will give me cash, but material things I don't want, because anything that is here, I always can buy it. I feel guilty if I take somebody things without their permission. I feel guilty. And I don't want to feel guilty. So if it's not mine, I'm not going to move it. I'm not going to take it. That's me. My children, they don't beg or ask anybody for anything, because to how I grow them. They're not going to trouble your thing and steal your things. In this country now, a lot of people have some things on their reputation. Like, for example, some charges that they think that has buried. When they go to the airport, they get deported. When you come to a country and it's not your country, be in good and regular standing. If the authority creep you up, make sure you're on the right side of the law, not on the wrong side. Because when you're on the wrong side of the law, it's not good. It's not nice when you get deported back to your country for something that you know you did. And I advise people, if you know you've been through court cases or all those things, everything is coming up from the ashes now. Don't travel. If you know your background had something that you know thing could wipe away and it's still there, it's still there. And we have to be careful the words that we use, because even the encrypted messages on our phones, they have things that they can hack and scrub and find all of those things that were deleted. I know a lot of Jamaicans, people may come up and they were asking you, oh, can you get a job in the US for me? And you're pointing them to A, B, and C where they can get job. All of those things are being looked into. So if you know you have somebody coming up, and or people asking you about job and they don't have any document, be careful. You will be charged, and they will say that you're talking about illegal people. I was once documented. I am not cursing out people who are undocumented. I feel your pain. I was in your position too. I was crying days and I was crying night when I did not have my documents. But guess what? God answered the call. And I know many of you who are in that position right now. I'll raise my act to you. One day, God is going to work it out. If he did it for me, he will do it for you. I was here 16 years, undocumented. But at least I make good use of my time. At the same time, I was sending my son to college to become a journalist on the world stage. My son is a journalist out of Jamaica. Award-winning journalist at that. I'm the mother behind the pen of an award-winning journalist out of Jamaica. My son now teaches at London School of Economics, where he's a doctoral student. He also teaches at Oxford University. My daughter, she has a master's in criminal justice from one of the good school, John Jay School of Criminal Justice. My baby, she has a bachelor's in biology. The mother that raised 3 scholars, the woman who raised the journalist for the world stage. That's me. After being here for 16 years in the shadow, when I went to Jamaica, I was like a queen. Could you imagine? I had to change my ticket 3 times. The Prime Minister of the Governor General of Jamaica, who I know from high school, sent an invitation for me to come to King's House. My son was one of the awardees, and he was also the guest speaker. That day when my son said, my mom is here visiting from the US, and she's the driving force behind my success. Oh, my heart burst open. Imagine all that I've spent on this young man. I couldn't go to Jamaica at none of his award, and the last and final award, God opened the doors for me. I was on my bed crying one day, and when I cried to God, I said, God, I'm here undocumented. When am I going to get through that I can even go to school or do whatever I want to do? And as the tears roll down my face, I look up to the heavens and I cry out. And I said, God, when? I look at my phone, and when I touch my immigration status page, I see all the pretty confetti going up in the air, and it said, your case has been accepted. I didn't tell anybody. I keep praying because I could not believe that this was possible. And then after weeks, I started telling people that after 16 years in the shadow, my document has been approved. I went to Canada for 1 year, and then the other year I went to Jamaica. There comes the hurricane. I'm a kind person at heart. I brought 4 barrels, and it was a hurricane, and I had was to give and give and give to sick and shut-ins. When I see my son flew down from London, and I was there in celebration, I almost cried at one point in time because when I go on stage at the Governor General's Award, I was shoving my way to the crowd. I could not get to take a picture with my son. I almost started crying. I said, oh my, I can't get to take a picture with my son. And a lady said to me, shove your way through the crowd. And I shoved my way through the crowd and held on to his hand, because on that Governor General stage, everybody wants to take picture on that stage. Yeah. I'm not just a mother. I'm the foundation behind his greatness. Yes. Only thing I want that day was the horse and chariot. Everywhere I walk, Mama, you did well. Mom, you did well. You raised a son. You did well. You did well. You did great. It was overwhelming. Celebrity, I have been in that shoe. That day, I was a celebrity because I stood up. Let Jamaica see the mother behind the pen, the mother behind my son's greatness, of an award-winning journalist out of Jamaica. Yes, I work hard for my son to see his dream. And all the stars being equal, I'm asking God to preserve me, that next year, summer, you guys will see when I turn up in London as a superstar, as a celebrity in London, where my son will be graduating with distinctions, Dr. Vashon Brown. A lot of you see him on TV. Google his name, Vashon Brown, V-A-S-H-A-N, Vashon Brown. Vashon Brown for TVJ News, that's my son. I am the mother behind that greatness. No father, but I work hard for my son to see his dreams. I can hang my hat up high and say, I did it all for my children. I make sure their future is cemented where education is concerned. Education is expensive now. Wait until you see how much ignorance costs. Yes, I love Jamaica. I am a Jamaican, bred, born, and raised. I thank every country and people from around the world who listens to me, who are there for me. I thank you for subscribing. I thank all my Crown supporters in my chat right now. Can I tell you? You can subscribe to me. I have Superfan chat as well. So you can do the perks. Yes, one-on-one available, do the perks. I'm tagging also products to my videos. So when you see the products to my videos, see if you like them and purchase. That will also help me. You help me, I'm here to help you as well. The more we are together, we can be happy. We rise by lifting each other up. Yes, from struggle to where I am today. I didn't know that I would be on the VIP stage, but it was my struggles that brought me here. I welcome each and every one. I appreciate you. From the smallest to the biggest, I appreciate you. You are welcome here. I see you. I hear you. When you drop a comment, I make it my uttermost privilege to respond to the comment. And if you don't see I respond to your comment right away, I see you and I'm going to respond. Yes, I am going to respond. You can also follow me on all social media platforms. On TikTok, same name, Jamaican Journalist Mom. On Instagram, Cynthia Melody Gordon. On Facebook, Cynthia Melody Gordon. It's amazing to see people from different ethnic backgrounds, from different parts of the world, who always tune in to listen to me. But the mistake that I make is when I turn over here into a ghost town, meaning hardly coming over here. And I'm back. I am back. I'm posting videos every day. You see something. Because I want you guys to be healthy. There are a lot of nutritious facts and stories from Jamaica. And also how to protect your finances. You cannot live in this country and don't know how to protect your finances. If you have a home, have a trust that when something happens to you, the government don't take your house, because they will. A will is not enough to preserve you in America. All those superstars, some of them who died, their asset money is going through probate court. I'm here to save you from probate court as we celebrate Financial Literacy Month. You have to protect what you work so hard for. How do you protect what you work so hard for? If you're in the US, you can, my email is on my profile. You can DM me, send me an email, or drop it under my chat. I will see it. Could you imagine if something happened to you right now? If you should stop working right now, your money stop working. It shouldn't be like that. I'm a champion of passive income. That when you sleep in your PJ, you should be making money. And when you stop working, your income should still continue. Your body should not work harder than you. These are some of the things that I champion as a financial professional. I'll cover you from the cradle to the grave. I am in healthcare. I'm also in wealth care. I'm in healthcare and wealth care. So I would like, for those who are in the US, I want you guys to move from the middle class to the upper class. How do you move from the middle class to the upper class? You have to do what the elites in America do. And it's not hard. It's just to be your own bank. How do you be your own bank? You do what the bank is doing. If you have 100,000 in the bank right now, and in the next 40 years, how much are you going to get on that money? You're just going to get $4,000 on that 40,000. How much is the bank going to make? 4 point something million. All I'm here to teach you, you can do what the bank do. It's all in compound interest. Compound interest, if you don't know it, you're paying for it dearly. Credit card, compound interest. Mortgage, that's compound interest. Car note, that's compound interest. Interest upon interest upon interest. So when you can compound your money yourself, that's how you're going to make money and never lose money. When you compound your money and you take it off your money, what if you want to take off 100,000? It is tax-free. Tax-free. People die in this country from critical illness and chronic illness. Those are the number one cause. When you have a health insurance, it only take you to the middle. What happened? You end up die because you don't have enough money to keep you for you to survive. So when you have an index universal life that builds compound interest, you can borrow a money, you can take a money off your compound interest, and then when you take the money off your compound interest, you then can buy your medication and live as long as you want. Sometimes we have to look into life through the hourglass, meaning that everybody would like to retire now, even me. What are you putting in place for your retirement now? What are you putting in place? Do you have your money working for you? Because if your money is not working for you, where compound interest is, you need to think again. You cannot move from the middle class to the upper class, the elite. The elite put their money index universal life. That's how they bill. No debtor cannot come after it. You cannot be sued. If you have a business, you cannot be sued. And they get a money from it. That's where the hidden chest is. You see all these stores that is closing down and say they file in bankruptcy, and they come and open and do an additional to their name, because all their money is hidden in index and annuity. Those, when you get in the X amount, the chump amount of money, you don't pay taxes on those. You get in, what if I want to take 100,000 off my annuity? No tax. Tax-free. Put your money where you get tax-free growth. 401k is not a tax-free growth. You get in your 401k, you got to pay taxes on it. The Roth IRA, you don't pay any taxes on it. But one thing, you only can put in up to 7,000. But the IUL, you can keep pouring money into it. Put money, put money. It's your own bank. Having your own bank. You can borrow 90% of your debt benefit when you have your own bank. Who wouldn't like that? When you start to build compound interest, you can travel the world. You don't have to pay this back, you know. And even if you borrow money from yourself, you're your own bank, you don't have to pay it back. Some people go to the bank and the money that they have to pay back builds compound interest. So every time they're more poor than they are. You can change your family story. You don't have to be poor. I am here talking to you right now. My voice has reached the corporate ladder. I am getting people in corporate to get policies for themselves and their family. No family should be left behind. I met a lady, she worked at the Federal Reserve. I met somebody else, she worked in government. And I met a doctor. We're supposed to have a meeting at 8. Who works in a state in the ER. Another accountant. I am getting professional in this business to put their money in a secure place and to help recruit families that no family should left behind. I was ignorant about life insurance until I get financial literacy. It's financial month. If you need me, I'm always here. I'm in healthcare and I'm also in wealth care. Notice when the wealthy, when they have a child, go into school, as 14 days old, they put in $1 million policy and fund the policy. When that child leaves college, that child becomes a millionaire. Let's change our family story from poverty. We are so much poverty stricken with our families that, have you noticed when the rich, they have their family member die and they're crying at the funeral? It's done. But we cry and bawl down the place and cry because we don't have the money.